There are three main metrics that you're going to encounter when you use KinWords.com. They are the kin score, the relatedness, and the sales potential. So for example, when you search for dog leash, you're going to see the related keywords in the first column, and then the second, third, and fourth column are the kin score, relatedness, and the sales potential. So in this video, I'm going to explain each of these metrics, what they represent, and also how exactly to use them in your decision making. So the first column, and actually this is the fourth column, but I'll start from right to left, is sales potential. This is a number ranging from 1 to 100, and I've color coded the sales potential in KinWords based on how good the sales potential is. So any sales potential above 90, that's going to be green. That's very high sales potential, meaning that that particular keyword, if it has a sales potential higher than 90, it means it can drive a lot of traffic, it can drive a lot of sales for you. Any sales potential higher than 60 is still a good keyword. It's going to be colored with yellow. Anything above 30 is an acceptable keyword. It's nothing amazing, but it can still drive sales. Anything below 30 is going to be a red keyword, and that's going to represent low sales potential. Those are usually the type of keywords that are really long tail, that don't really drive more than one sale per day. Some of them drive even less than one sale per day. I recommend allocating most of your focus on keywords with sales potential higher than 60. So those are all the green and yellow keywords in the sales potential column. The second metric is relatedness. Relatedness is a proprietary metric for KinWords. Just like the other two, it's a number between 0 and 100, 100 being great, 0 being really bad. And this is where machine learning is used to determine how related two keywords are. So for example, two completely unrelated keywords like dog leash and weighted blanket have 0 relatedness. That's not good. Two strongly related keywords like body brush and body brushes have higher relatedness. In this example, 65. Just like with the other two, I've decided to use color coding to allow you to visually spot great keywords without having to really process the numbers. So for example, relatedness higher than 60, that's going to be green. Those are strongly related keywords. Anything above 50, that's yellow. Those are mildly related keywords. Anything above 40 is going to be orange. Those are reasonably related keywords. Anything below 40, those are going to be slightly related keywords. So I recommend allocating most of your focus on keywords with relatedness higher than 40. So in the case of relatedness, I recommend focusing on green, yellow, and orange keywords in the relatedness column. And finally, the last metric, but the most important one, is kin score. And the reason I've created this metric is because I've realized that it can be very difficult to assess the quality of a keyword because you have both relatedness and sales potential, and ideally you would want to have a metric that combines them both. So what if you have to compare two keywords based on both sales potential and relatedness? In this case, I've searched for body brush, and if I sort by relatedness, I see body brushes and dry body brush. In terms of relatedness, body brushes is superior to dry body brush. It has a relatedness score of 65, higher than 60 what dry body brush has. On the other hand, in terms of sales potential, dry body brush is a very good keyword with a sales potential of 74, while body brushes, the plural of body brush, only has a sales potential of 14, which is really low. So how do you compare these two keywords, given that in terms of relatedness, one is better than the other, while in terms of sales potential, it's vice versa? So this is where kin score becomes very useful, because it balances out both relatedness and sales potential to give you a single metric that you can use right away. And you can see that in terms of kin score, which is once again a proprietary way we combine of combining relatedness and sales potential, dry body brush has a kin score of 75, which is really great, while body brushes only has a kin score of 25, which is kind of bad. So in this case, your focus should be on dry body brush, and you should probably completely ignore body brushes. So the kin score balances relatedness with sales potential to bring the best keywords to the top and provide you a simple single metric to check. So I actually recommend that you can completely ignore the other two columns if you want to do your keyword research quite fast and without a lot of effort. Simply focus on the kin score column. This is the most important one, and this is where you will make most of your decisions. By default, the results you see in keywords are actually sorted by kin score, so the best keywords are at the top. And here, when I say best keywords, best in this case means, once again, a combination of most related times the highest sales potential. So the keywords that are most related but also have a high sales potential are the ones that are surfaced, the ones that are brought to the top, and the ones you should consider for your campaigns. In terms of color coding, the kin score is green if it's above 75, and those are amazing keywords. Any keyword with kin score higher than 75, it means that's both related and it has a high sales potential. So kin score higher than 75, amazing keywords. Kin score higher than 60, those are going to be your yellow keywords. Those are still great keywords to use both in your PPC campaigns, in your ranking campaigns, to include in your title or at least in your bullet points. Kin score higher than 40, that's orange. Those are okay keywords based on what your purpose is, whether you have a really big list of keywords you want to include in a PPC campaign, you might want to include orange ones. If it's a ranking campaign and you're on a tight budget, you might want to ignore the orange ones. And finally, the red ones, those are the not so good keywords, and you should usually ignore them. That's a kin score under 40. So I recommend allocating most of your focus on keywords with kin score higher than 60. So that means green and yellow keywords in the kin score column. And once again, I want to emphasize that if you don't spend you want to be fast and you don't want to waste a lot of time, you can completely ignore the relatedness column and the sales potential column and just focus on kin score. That combines all the other metrics, and you will make great decisions if you just look at the kin score column and focus just on the green and yellow keywords.